Today we are going to talk about how to solve a system of equations using substitution. The first thing that you want to do when you're using the substitution method is you want to try to find an equation with one of the variables all alone on one side of the equal sign. We call that being isolated. If you look at the top equation, the letter y is all by itself, and y is the same thing as 2x. So what we're going to do, since y is the same thing as 2x, is we're going to take this 2x and put it in place of y in the other equation. Then we'll have an equation with only x's in it, and we will be able to solve it. So the bottom equation has x plus y equals 30. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the y out and I'm going to put in 2x. So let me kind of highlight to show you what happened. Y came out, 2x went in. Kind of like in basketball when you substitute. One person goes out and one person comes in. We were able to do that because the top equation here said that y and 2x are equal to each other. Now if you notice, my equation that I have has only x's in it. So this equation here I'm able to solve because it only has one variable. So I'm going to combine like terms. I have an x and a 2x, that's 3x. So I have 3x equals 30. To get x by itself, I'm going to divide by 3 since these are multiplied. This gives me a 1x equals 10. So now I know that when I'm trying to find the ordered pair for these two equations of where these two lines would intersect, my x value is 10. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go back into one of the original equations to figure out what y would be. I usually go back to the equation where the y was all by itself. So if I have that y equals 2x, then what I'm going to do is in place of x, I'm going to put in the 10 that we just discovered that x is. So I have y equals 2 times 10, or y equals 20. So the ordered pair where these two lines would be crossing or intersecting would be the ordered pair 10, 20. Now, just as with graphing, we can check our ordered pair to see if this solution is correct. So I'm going to go back into each of the original equations, y equals 2x and x plus y equals 30, and I'm going to replace the x and the y with, replace the x with 10 and the y with 20. So let's start off with the first equation, y equals 2x. If I put 20 in for y and 10 in for x, is that true? Is 20 equal to 2 times 10? Yes, because 2 times 10 is 20, so that checks. Let's see if this ordered pair here checks in the second equation where it says x plus y is 30. So x is 10, y is 20. Is 10 plus 20 equal to 30? Yes, because 10 plus 20 is 30. So I know for sure, because I checked it, that this ordered pair 10, 20 is the solution to this system of equations. Let's look at another example. In the second example, we're going to start it the same way as the first. Try to see if you have one of the variables isolated or all alone on one side of the equal sign. Where do you see that? If you said the top equation, then you are right. We have y all by itself for the top equation. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that value for y, which is in this case negative 2x minus 4, and we're going to substitute it into the other equation in place of the y. That way we will be able to have an equation with only x's in it, and we can solve it that way. So let's get started. I'm going to take this second equation, negative 4x plus y equals 2, and I'm going to take the y out and replace it with the x value, or the y value from the top equation, which is negative 2x minus 4. So let me just kind of highlight a minute to show you what happened. This y came out, this went in place of it, because right up here we knew that y was the same thing as negative 2x minus 4. Now let's go ahead and solve this equation. I only have x's, so I should be able to solve for x. So I have negative 4x plus this negative 2x minus 4 equals 2. I'm going to combine my like terms. This gives me negative 6x minus 4 equals 2. To get this negative 6x all alone, I'm going to add 4 to both sides. This gives me negative 6x equals 6. And the last thing I'm going to do is divide by negative 6. So I get x equals negative 1. So now I know that x is -1. I'm going to go back into any of the original equations, but again, it's good to go back to the one where you have that variable all alone. So where I had that y equals -2x minus 4. I'm going to go back to that equation, and this time I'm going to take the x out. I'm going to replace it with the -1 that I found it to be. So what we did again is x came out, -1 went in, because down here we learned that x was -1. Let's simplify this expression. So I have y equals -2 times -1 is +2, and then +2 minus 4 is -2. So the ordered pair where these two lines would be intersecting is the ordered pair -1, -2. Now, it's always good to check it to make sure that that is right. So if we look at the first equation, y equals -2x minus 4, I'm going to put -1 in for x and -2 in for y. So is -2 equal to -2 times -1 minus 4? Let's check it. Well, -2 times -1 is 2. 2 minus 4 is indeed -2, so it checks in the first equation. Now if I look at the second equation, -4x plus y equals 2. Again, I'm going to put -1 in for the x, -2 in for the y, and let's see if this is true. So -4 times -1 is 4. 4 plus -2 is indeed 2. So I know for a fact that this ordered pair is the correct point of intersection for these two lines. Let's look at one more example of using the substitution method. If you look at this third example, we actually have two equations where the y is isolated or all alone on one side of the equal sign. So let's go ahead and let's just use the top one is the one we're going to use, where the y value is the same thing as 9x minus 2. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put that 9x minus 2 in place of the y value in the second equation. So my second equation has y equals 3x plus 10. I'm going to take the y out, and I'm going to put in, from the top equation, I'm going to put in the 9x minus 2. So this is what I have. Let me highlight so you can see what happens. This y came out, this 9x minus 2 went in. All because in the top equation we know y is the same thing as 9x minus 2. Now this equation is a little bit trickier to solve because I have variables on both sides of the equation. So let's move our variables to the left and our constants to the right, and then we'll end up with an equation that we're more familiar with. So if I want to eliminate these three x's on the right side of the equation, I'm going to put the opposite underneath. I'm going to put a -3x on each side. So now these are gone, and I'm only going to have x's on the left side. 9 x's take away 3 x's is 6 x's. So I have 6x minus 2 equals 10. I'm then going to add 2 to both sides. These are gone. I have 6x equals 12. Lastly, I'm going to divide by 6, and I get x equals 2. So now I know my x-coordinate of my ordered pair is 2. I'm going to take that value of 2, and I'm going to put it in to my either equation, it doesn't matter, in place of the x. I like going back to my one that I boxed that had the y by itself. So I'm going to solve for y. If y equals 9x minus 2, then I'm going to have y equals 9 times 2 minus 2, or y equals 18 minus 2, which is 16. So my y-coordinate is 16. So the ordered pair where these two lines would intersect is the point 2, 16. I could have substituted that x also into the bottom equation. I would have gotten the same number. Now, I know it's a little bit of work, but it's always good to check to see if your answer works for both equations. So remember our two equations were y equals 9x minus 2, and our other equation was y equals 3x plus 10. Let's put 2 in for x and 16 in for y into each of these equations to see if it works. If it does, we know for sure we have the right answer. So I would take the first equation. It would be 16 equals 9 times 2 minus 2. Well, 9 times 2 is 18. 18 minus 2 is indeed 16. So it checks in the first equation. Let's go to the second equation. Is 16 equal to 3 times 2 plus 10? Well, 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 10 is indeed 16. So it checks in the second equation. So we know for sure that this ordered pair 2, 16 is the correct point where these two lines are intersecting. So this is our first set of notes on how to solve a system of equations by using the substitution method.